In a bustling comedy club in Los Angeles, the crowd was electric with anticipation. Dave Chappelle took the stage, his presence commanding the room. He leaned into the microphone, a familiar glint in his eye, and began weaving a story that left everyone hanging on his every word. "Y'all heard the whispers, right?" he said, a playful smirk on his face. "About why someone tried to take out Jamie Foxx." The audience leaned in closer, their curiosity piqued. Chappelle continued, his tone shifting to a more serious note. "You see, Jamie's not just a genius in front of the camera. He's got this way of lighting up a room and bringing people together. But sometimes, that light attracts the wrong kind of attention." He paused, letting the tension build. A few months back, Jamie was working on this passion project, a film about the struggles of comedians breaking into Hollywood. It was heartfelt, real, and it had the potential to shake things up. Chappelle's voice lowered, almost conspiratorial. "But not everyone in Hollywood likes their secrets aired out. You know how it goes. Some folks would rather keep their darkness hidden." So, when Jamie started getting traction with his project, someone decided to send a message. The audience gasped collectively, caught in the gravity of his words. "It wasn't just a random attack," Dave explained, pacing the stage. "It was personal. It was about control. When Jamie went public with his experiences, he threatened to shine a light on the very people who thought they could operate in the shadows." Chappelle's eyes sparkled with a mix of humor and anger. "But you know Jamie. He's got a heart the size of Texas and a sense of humor that could break the tension in the most dangerous situations. He turned that threat into fuel for his fire. Instead of backing down, he rallied his friends, comedians, actors, and even fans, and they all banded together to protect him." He chuckled, the atmosphere lightening again. In the end, it turned into a roast, literally. Jamie threw a charity event, and all the heavyweights showed up. It was like the Avengers of comedy. They raised money, spread love, and made sure that the message was clear: you can't silence us. The crowd erupted in applause, laughter echoing through the club. Chappelle's storytelling had transformed what could have been a dark tale into one of resilience and unity. As he wrapped up, he leaned back into the mic, a mischievous glint in his eye. "So, next time you hear a wild story about Hollywood, remember, it's all just part of the game. But as long as we have each other, they can try all they want. We're here to stay." The audience erupted in cheers, standing in ovation, their spirits lifted by the tale of courage and camaraderie. And in that moment, it was clear, in the world of comedy and beyond, laughter truly was the best defense. As the applause settled, Dave Chappelle leaned back against the mic stand, soaking in the energy of the crowd. He glanced around, a twinkle in his eye, and decided to dive deeper into the story. "Now, let me tell you about that charity event," he continued, pacing again, the room captivated. "It was like nothing I've ever seen. Jamie's got connections that run deeper than the roots of a California oak. He called in favors from everyone, actors, musicians, even a few old-school comedians who don't usually do this kind of thing." Chappelle's voice took on a rhythmic quality as he described the scene. "Picture this, the venue was packed with stars. You had Denzel Washington in one corner, cracking jokes with Tiffany Haddish, while Snoop Dogg was on stage spitting bars about friendship and loyalty. It was a comedy show, a concert, and a rally, all rolled into one." He paused for dramatic effect. "And the best part? Jamie decided to roast himself, hard. He stepped up, mic in hand, and said, 'If you're gonna come for me, you better come correct. I'm a survivor.'" The crowd went wild, roaring with laughter and applause. As Dave spoke, he transformed into Jamie, mimicking his mannerisms and voice. "I've dodged worse than a few bad jokes. You think I'm scared of some haters? I've survived worse. Remember when I played Ray Charles? I had to act blind and play the piano. Now that's real pressure." The crowd erupted in laughter, and Chappelle smiled, enjoying the shared moment. "But here's where it got interesting," he said, his tone shifting back to the serious. As the night went on, something unexpected happened. People started coming forward. Not just comedians, but folks from all walks of life shared their own stories of struggle in the industry. It became a cathartic moment. Jamie had created a space where people felt safe to open up. He leaned closer to the audience, his voice lowering again. One woman stood up, an up-and-coming actress who had been bullied by a producer. She took the mic and said, "I thought I was alone until I saw Jamie standing up. Thank you for making me feel brave enough to speak out." That moment shifted the whole vibe. It was no longer just about Jamie's light, it became a beacon for everyone in the room. Chappelle's storytelling painted a vivid picture of unity, of laughter turning into strength. And when the night ended, Jamie raised over $1 million for arts programs in underserved communities. But more than that, he forged connections that would last a lifetime. He took a breath, looking at the audience, who were now hanging on his every word. It's funny how life works. You think you're being targeted for speaking out, but sometimes you end up igniting a movement instead. Jamie turned a moment of fear into something beautiful. That's the power of comedy, it can heal, it can unite, and it can shine a light on the darkest corners. Chappelle paused, his expression softening. In a world that can feel so divided, we need more of that. We need laughter to bring us together, to challenge the status quo, and to remind us that we're all in this together. With that, he launched into a lighthearted joke about his own experiences in Hollywood, the audience roaring with laughter once more. And as the night wore on, the laughter echoed through the club, a testament to the power of stories shared, challenges faced, and the incredible bonds that form in the most unexpected ways.